So, good evening, everyone. We are from San Mateos Group 1. So, tonight we're going to tackle about Chapter 9, which demonstrates the emergency in the different situation during the tour. Along with the discussion is to demonstrate the different emergency drill in this lesson. So, let's proceed. First, let me tell you what CPR means. Next slide, please. CPR or cardiopulmonary resuscitation is a life-saving technique that is used to help a person whose heart has stopped beating or is not beating effectively. It is a critical intervention that can help restore blood circulation and breathing in a person who has suffered a cardiac arrest. Also, CPR involves a combination of chest compressions and rescue breaths. The goal of CPR is to keep a person's brain and other vital organs oxygenated until medical help arrives. So, here's a virtual visual guide for the CPR steps. So, first one, according to the visual presented in the screen, the first one is to call the 911 or your local emergency number. If you find someone who is unconscious, call for emergency medical help immediately. Check the person's ABCs, or should I say airway, breathing, and circulation. Check the person's airway by tilting their head back and lifting their chin. Listen for breath sounds and feel for air on your cheek. Check for breathing by listening for air sounds or breath sounds and feeling for chest rise and fall. Check for a pulse by feeling the radial pulse or yung on the wrist or carotid pulse on the neck. Start CPR if necessary. If person is unresponsive, not breathing or not breathing normally, then you should start the CPR. Second is continue CPR until medical help arrives. Continue chest compressions and rescue breaths until medical help arrives or until the person starts showing signs of regaining consciousness. It is important to note that CPR should only be performed by someone who has received proper training and certification in CPR. If you are not trained in CPR, you should still call for emergency medical help and follow any instructions provided by the emergency operator. And remember, every minute counts in cardiac arrest situations, so it's crucial to act quickly and start CPR if necessary. Next slide, please, and next reporter.
Use CPR when an adult is not breathing or when they are only gasping occasionally and when they are not responding to questions or taps on the shoulder. In children and infants, use CPR when they are not breathing normally and not responding. Check that the area is safe, then perform the following basic CPR steps. Number 1, call 911 or ask someone else to. First, check the scenarios factors that could put you in danger, such as traffic, fire, or falling masonry. Next, check the person. Do they need help? Tap their shoulder and shout, "Are you okay?" If they are not responding, call 911 or ask bystander to call 911 before performing CPR. If possible, ask a bystander to go and search for an AED machine. People can find these offices in many other public buildings. Step 2. Place the person on their back and open their airway. Place the person carefully on their back and kneel beside their chest. Tilt their head back slightly by lifting their chin. Open their mouth and check for any obstruction, such as food or vomit. Remove any obstruction if it loose. If it's not loose, trying to grasp, it may push it farther into the airway. Step 3. Check for breathing. If they are not breathing, start CPR. Place your ear next to the person's mouth and listen for no more than 10 seconds. If you do not hear breathing or you only hear occasional gasps, begin CPR. Next reporter, please.
Step 4. Perform 30 chest compressions. Place one of your hands on the top of the other and clasp them together. With the heel of the hands and straight elbows, push hard and fast in the center of the chest, slightly below the nipples. Push at least 2 inches deep. Compress their chest at a rate of at least 100 times per minute. Let the chest rise between compressions. Next slide. Step 5. Perform 2 rescue breaths. Making sure their mouth is clear, tilt their head back slightly and lift their chin. If their chest does not rise with the first breath, retilt their head. If their chest still does not rise with the second breath, the person must be choking.
Step 6. Repeat. Keep doing 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths until the person breathes on their own or until help with the EAD arrives. Then continue CPR until EAD is ready. Next slide po. CPR for children and infants. The CPR for children and infants are slightly different to the step for adults as below. To perform an to perform CPR on an infant or child, use the following preparation step. First is call 911 or give 2 minutes of care. Call 911 or give 2 minutes of care. Check if the surrounding area of factors that could put you in danger. Next, check the child or infant to see whether if they need help. For children, tap their shoulder and shout, "Are you okay?" For infant, check for the sole of their foot to see if they respond. If you are alone with the child and they are not responding, give them 2 minutes of care and then call 911. If there's a bystander, ask them to call 911 while you give 2 minutes of care. If possible, ask the bystander to go and search for AED machine officers and other public buildings. Tend to house this if the child does respond. Call 911 to report any life-threatening conditions. Next po.
When to use CPR and when not to. Performing CPR when a person is not breathing can help prevent brain damage. Use CPR when an adult is not breathing at all. For a child or infant, use CPR when they are not breathing normally. Always use CPR if the adult or child is not responding when you talk to them or tap them. If someone not breathing, giving CPR can ensure the blood reaches the brain. This is important as without oxygen, someone can sustain permanent brain damage or die in under 8 minutes. A person might need CPR if they stop breathing in any of the following circumstances: a cardiac arrest or heart attack, choking, a road traffic accident, near drowning, suffocation, poisoning, B. Drug or alcohol overdose, smoke inhalation, electro electrocution, suspected sudden infant death syndrome. Next slide po. Only perform CPR if the adult is not breathing or the children and infants when they are not breathing normally and their blood is not circulating. This is why it is important to ensure that a person does not respond to verbal or physical calls to attention before starting the CPR process. CPR is a life-saving first aid procedure. It can significantly improve someone's chances of surviving if they suffer a heart attack or stop breathing following an accident or trauma. The steps vary depending on whether the person is an infant, child, or adult. However, the basic cycle of chest compressions and rescue breath will remain the same. Only use CPR when an adult has stopped breathing. Check the person to see whether they respond to verbal or physical stimuli before starting CPR. Next reporter po.
Step 2. Place them on their back and open their airways. Place the child or infant carefully on their back and kneel beside their tilt their head backward slightly by lifting their chin. Open their mouth. Check for any obstructions such as food or vomit. If it is loose, remove it. If it is not loose, do not touch it, as they may push farther into their airways. Step 3. Check for breathing. Place your ear next to their mouth and listen for around 10 seconds. If you do not hear breathing or you only hear occasional, begin to administer CPR. Changes in an infant's breathing patterns are normal as they usually have periodic breathing. Keep monitoring their breathing and perform CPR if they stop breathing. Step 4. In CPR steps. Perform 2 rescue breaths. If the child or infant is not breathing, perform 2 rescue breaths with their head tilt backward and their chin raised. For a child, pinch their nose, shut and place your mouth over theirs. Breathe into their mouth twice. Next reporter po.
Palipat po sa sa Red Cross. Here are the general steps for performing CPR as recommended by the American Red Cross. Check the scene and the person. Ensure the scene is safe for both you and the person in need. Check if the person is responsive by tapping on their shoulder and shouting, "Are you okay?" Call for help. If there is no response, call 911 or have someone else call. If available, send someone to get an automated external defibrillator or AED. Open the airway. Tilt the person's head back slightly to open the airway. Lift the chin to help open the airway. Check for breathing. Look, listen, and feel for no more than 10 seconds to see if the person is breathing. If the person is not breathing or is only gasping, proceed to CPR. Give chest compressions. Place your hands one on top of the other in the center of the chest. Push hard and fast, compressing at least 2 inches deep at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions per minute. Give rescue breaths. After 30 compressions, give 2 rescue breaths. Pinch the person's nose shut. Make a complete seal over their mouth with yours and blow in to make the chest rise. Each breath should take about 1 second. Continue CPR. Continue cycles of 30 chest compressions and 2 rescue breaths until medical professionals take over. An AED is ready to use or the person shows sign of life. Use an AED if available. Turn on the AED and follow the prompts. Attach the pads to the person's bare chest. Allow the AED to analyze the heart rhythm. Deliver a shock if advised by the AED. Note that these steps are for adult CPR. Procedures can vary for children and infants, and it is highly recommended to take a certified CPR course to practice and fully understand the techniques. Next reporter.
First aid. Cardiopulmonary Cardiopulmonary resuscitation or CPR is a life-saving technique useful in many emergencies, including a heart attack or near drowning, in which someone's breathing or heartbeat has stopped. The American Heart Association recommends that everyone untrained by standards and medical personnel alike begin CPR with chest compressions. It's far better to do something than to do nothing at all if you're fearful that your knowledge or abilities aren't 100% complete. Remember, the difference between you're doing something and doing nothing could be someone's life. Next slide po. Here's advice from the American Heart Association. For the untrained, if you're not trained in CPR, then provide hands-only CPR. That means an interrupted chest compression of 100 to 120 a minute until paramedics arrive. And for trained and ready to go, if you're well trained and confident in your ability, check to see if there is a pulse and breathing. If there is no breathing or pulse within 10 seconds, begin chest compressions. Start CPR with 30 chest compressions before giving 2 rescue breaths. For trained but rusty, if you previously received CPR training but you're not confident in your abilities, then just do chest compression at a rate of 100 to 120 a minute. Next slide po. The above advice applies to adults, children, and infants needing CPR but not newborns. CPR can keep oxygenated blood flowing to the brain and other vital organs until more definitive medical treatment can restore a normal heart rhythm. When the heart stops, the lack of oxygenated blood can cause brain damage in only a few minutes. A person may die within 8 or 10 minutes. To learn CPR properly, take an accredited first aid training course, including CPR and how to use automated external defibrillator or AED. If you are untrained and have immediate access to a phone, call 911 or your local emergency number before beginning CPR. The dispatcher can instruct you in the proper procedures until help arrives. Next reporter po.
Before you begin CPR, before starting CPR, check if is the environment safe for the person. Is the person conscious or unconscious? If the person appears unconscious, tap or shake his or her shoulder and ask loudly, "Are you okay?" If the person doesn't respond and two people are available, have one person call 911 or the local emergency number and get the AAD. If one is available and have the other person begin CPR. If you are alone and have immediate access to a telephone, call 911 or your local emergency number before beginning CPR. Get the AED if one is available. As soon as AED is available, deliver one shock if instructed by the device, then begin CPR. Next reporter.
Remember to spell CAB. The American Heart Association uses the letter CAB, compression, airways, breathing, to help people remember the order to perform the steps of CPR. Next po.
Compression. Restore blood circulation. 1. Put the person on his or her back on a firm surface. 2. Kneel next to the person's neck and shoulders. 3. Please place the heel on one hand over the center of the person's chest, between the nipples. Place your other hands on the top of the first hand. Keep your elbows straight and position your shoulders directly above your hands. And the next one, use your upper body weight, not just your arm. As you push straight down on, compress the chest at least 2 inches, approximately 5 centimeters, but not greater than 2.4 inches, approximately 6 centimeters. Push hard at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions a minute. And the last one, number 5, if you haven't been trained in CPR, continue chest compressions until there are signs of movement or until emergency medical personnel. If you have been trained in CPR, go on to opening the airway and rescue breathing. Next.
Airway, open the airway. If you're trained in CPR and you've performed 30 chest compressions, open the person's airway using the head tilt chin lift maneuver. Put your palm on the person's forehead and gently tilt the head back. Then with the other hand, gently lift the chin forward to open the airway. Breathing. Breathe for the first person. Rescue the breathing can be mouth-to-mouth breathing or mouth-to-nose breathing. If the mouth is seriously injured or can't be opened, with the airway open, using the head tilt, chin lift maneuver, pinch the nostrils shut for mouth-to-mouth breathing, and cover the person's mouth with yours, making a seal. Next one. Breathing. Breathe for the person. Prepare to give 2 rescue breaths. Give the first rescue breath lasting 1 second and watch to see if the chest rises. If it does rise, give the second breath. If the chest doesn't rise, repeat the head tilt chin lift maneuver, and then give the second breath. 30 chest compressions followed by 2 rescue breaths is considered one cycle. Be careful not to provide too many breaths or two breaths with too much force. 3. Resume chest compressions to restore circulation. 4. As soon as an automated external defibrillator AED is available, apply it and follow the prompts. Administer one shock, then resume CPR starting with chest compressions for 2 more minutes before administering a second shock. If you're not trained to use an AED, a 911 or other emergency medical operator may be able to guide you in its use. If an AED isn't available, go to step 5 below. Continue CPR until there are signs of movement or emergency medical personnel take over. Next walk. To perform CPR on a child, the procedure for giving CPR to a child age 1 through puberty is essentially the same as that for an adult. The American Heart Association also recommends the following to perform CPR on a child. Next reporter.
Compressions. Restore blood circulations. If you are alone and did see the child collapse, perform the 5 cycles of compressions and breathe on the child. This should take about 2 minutes before calling 911 to your local emergency number and getting the AED if one is available. If you're alone and you did see the child collapse, call 911 on your local emergency number and have that person call for help and get the AED while they begin CPR. 1. Put the child on his or her back on the firm surface. 2. Kneel next to the child neck and shoulders. 3. Use 2 hands or only 1 hand if the child is very small. To perform chest compression, press straight down on compress the chest about 2 inches, approximately 5 centimeters. If the child is an adolescent, push straight down on the chest at least 2 inches, approximately 5 centimeters, but not greater than 2.4 inches, approximately 6 centimeters. Push hard at a rate of 100 to 120 compressions a minute. 4 is, if you have not been trained in CPR, continue chest compressions until there are signs of movement or until emergency medical personnel take over. If you have been trained in CPR, go to opening the airway and rescue breathing. Next reporter.
Breathing, breath for the baby. Number 1, cover the baby's mouth and nose with your mouth. Prepare to give 2 rescue breaths. If the baby's chest still doesn't rise, continue chest compressions. Give 2 breaths after every 30 chest compressions. If 2 people are conducting CPR, give 2 breaths after every 15 chest compressions. Perform CPR for about 2 minutes before calling for help unless someone else can make the call while you attend the infant. Continue CPR until you see signs of life or until medical personnel arrive. That's all for chapter 9. Thank you.